Hey everybody, David Corson, Sunday, January 5th, 2025, day 5 of the new year. Just raining out here, just kind of stopped, but I was getting a little misty. And it's just a wet, misty day. Anyway, got some things done this morning, went up to the house, counted all the receptacles because I got to place that order this week, tomorrow. How many GFI switches, how many 2, 3, or 4 boxes. And anyway, I'm working with an electrical company. I forget what state they're in. Anyway, we'll be in the magazine. But they're doing me right. And all be connected and do stuff right from your phone. Turn on the lights, turn them off. And yeah, so sustainable and as well as technology. Have it be almost a smart house. I didn't want to go overboard, but I didn't want to have anything. So I figured I'd go for this kind of stuff. Listen, hope you're having a great Sunday. Just got done, I'll tell you, I was waiting to see what happened, but the Buccaneers beat the Saints, so they're in the playoffs. And the Falcons were in overtime, so it doesn't matter if they won or lost. The Saints had to lose to the Bucs, and that happened. So they didn't, they had the tiebreaker, but they lost last weekend. And they went on a 4 or 5 game skid, and they could have won any of those games. And listen, there's only 16, 17 games in a football season. There's 82 in hockey. There's 164, I think, in baseball. I think there's 80-something in basketball. Then you got the playoffs. You got to win. Shooting ice hockey, you got to win 16 games. Quarters, semi-finals. Is it 16 or 12? 12. I don't know, maybe it's a basketball, but it's just a lot. It's like a whole another season. And believe me, it goes up a notch in the playoffs because there's money involved. And, contract negotiation, all this stuff. So it's business. No shenanigans. If you're on the hockey rink, you don't want to get thrown on the frozen pond. You don't want to get thrown into the penalty box, the sin bin, for anything. It's just rough and tough at another gear or two up. So, look, hey, Georgia lost last weekend. The Swarm last night, they lost, they were 4-0. They lost to a 1-4 team. Today we lost to a 4-12 team, the Falcons. You can't be a champion and do that stuff. It doesn't matter. So, good season to all those guys. Have a good winter off. And we'll see you in summer camp in Dog Days of Summer in North Georgia up in Flowery Branch. And let's see what you can do next year. You got a good quarterback. You got some good running backs. You got the D. You got to fill a couple holes. You'll be a contender. So, congrats to the Falcons. 8-8 or 500. Brought the rookie QB in, and got it done. So, but listen, every game counts. Don't think it doesn't. Just like every play in a game, you can go down to the macro level and look at stuff. But whenever you're trying to improve or win, it always comes down to a couple of plays, and it's just one of those things. You got to execute all the time. Execution, man. That's just getting it done. In fact, that's my word of the day. Execution. And it means getting it done. Using what you've learned and putting it into real life situations. Business, personal, athletics, life in general. Whatever you're doing, you need to execute. All right? On the athletic field, you practice all week. You watch tape. You get all this stuff. You got to execute. Oh, God, maybe someone got hurt in the first half. You go back into the locker room at halftime and you reset. Or you tweak. And you try to put your, urge yourself across the, the goal line, to close the game out with a W. And if you get the L, that's okay too. You learned, and you got to execute for the full minutes, whether the game is soccer, I think it's 45 minutes, a half. Hockey, got 3 20-minute periods. Lacrosse, 4 15-minute periods. As you get down in the high school and the rec ranks, those periods get cut a little time-wise. But still, same gig. You got to execute. You got to practice. You want to be a great stick handler? Hey, in lacrosse, you got to do wall ball. Hockey, you got to shoot pucks to the net all day long. You want to be on the golf, you got to be like Tiger Woods. You can go play 18 holes and then go hit another 5,000 golf balls. You know? So, execution. All right? That's a very good term. You know, when you can execute in business, you get a good reputation. You get people, you know, it's a very big, small world out there. So, hey, you know, people will, you know, the more you do for people and you keep silent, the better, you're better off you are. And, you know, your success will speak for itself. Just like the W on the scoreboard speaks for itself. You don't have to yak. You don't have to be at the top of the mountain screaming, no, I won. Hey, you won. Move on. Let's start something else. Let's start another project. You know, let's keep going. Let's execute. All right. Same thing in a personal relationship. You know, you got to execute every day. Like I said, being in a relationship, whether you're in one, or you're married, or you're trying to patch up your marriage, you know, look, it's got all different stages. Here's the gig. All right. If you execute and try to communicate, you know, be transparent on what you like and what you don't like, and get all that stuff off your back, and don't keep that stuff inside you, and have fun. And, you know, you got to work at it. But working at it is executing, okay? Because you have a you know, a desired outcome. And to get there, you have to execute. And some days are going to be better than others. Like I said, relationships, man, every day, it's a battle. And it's a battle with your mind. Every day, it's a battle with your mind. Doesn't matter, you're on the athletic field, on the business front, marriage, relationships, whatever. It's gonna compete with you. That's why you have to execute. If you execute and trying to improve every day, every week, every month, for the next 6 months, all right, until June 30, 2025, and keep a running total for, you know, each 30 days, or 31, depending on the month. You can look back and look at your stats. Stats, I'm a data guy. Stats are an amazing thing. So if you can do that and execute and get that daily stuff, it's very eye-opening when you look at that. You know, whether it's on your laptop screen or on paper. So very, very important. Very important if you're an athlete. You know what your shooting percentage is, face-off, whatever. So, one more time, the word of the day, execute. From the heart. Oh, I hope I didn't get rain all over you. From the heart. Take that to the bank. Put up your knowledge vault and use it for a rainy day. So I'll see you tomorrow. Probably up in the lot. Got some stuff getting done there. Hopefully it won't be raining, but it's going to be cold. Cold all week here in the ATL, North Georgia. Freezing. It's coming in. So I appreciate you all out there. Have a great rest of your Sunday night and have a fantastic week ahead. First real week of January 2025, Q1. Go for it. Get her done. Finish what you start. Strong momentum. Rock and roll this week. And as always, be safe out there.